Hi, welcome back to another lesson, students. In today's lesson, we'll be looking at JPS, and more specifically, we're going to be calculating our JPS bill. Now, in order to calculate our JPS bill, we have to look on these 6 items. One, something that we call energy first, energy next, customer charge, F/E, fuel and IPP, and finally GCT. Now, we're going to go into detail as to what each of these 6 terms mean. So stay tuned, all right? Okay, now here we have a sample of an actual JPS bill. And this bill gives you so many different categories to look at. But remember, the main things that we're looking at are the 6 items that I just mentioned. So this is just giving you an idea of what the new JPS bill looks like. Me personally, I like the colored version. That's good. All right. But we're going to look on the parts. We're going to look on the part that specifically says how your bill is calculated. Now, there are some different things that are on the bill. We have the billing period, which shows you um, when for the period for which you're being billed. The reading type, so if it's an estimate, you will say estimate. If they actually came to your house and read your meter, this will say that, and it shows the date that it was read. Also, it shows the previous meter reading and the current meter reading, and that's what we use to calculate the total energy that was used. So if last month, we're currently in the month of April, so if in March, when they came and read your meter, the value was this 53,083, and they came back this month in April to make another reading, and that reading is 53,246. Then they just subtracted the previous reading from the current to find out how much energy you used in total for this month. All right. Um, don't worry about the detail. That's not what we're looking at. We're really going to be looking at how we calculate our bill. All right. I also need to point out that this thing here, balance B/F, it just means balance brought forward. All right. So the total bill is $8,009.52, and we're going to find out how we got this. All right. All right. So we're going to be focusing on how to calculate our bill. And remember, we used up 163 kilowatt. All right. A kilowatt is just a measure of energy. It's what we use to measure energy. Just as when you're measuring length, you use centimeter or meter, kilowatt is the unit used to measure energy. So in the 1 month period, this household used up 163 kilowatt of energy. And so we're going to find out how much JPS charged us for using up 163 kilowatt hours. So the 6 items that they usually charge you for are the energy first, which is highlighted in blue. We're going to go into detail as to what it is. Energy next, customer charge, FX, or in the previous bill it usually be F/E, fuel and IPP, and finally GCT. Now I have a song for you, students. Yes, I am about to embarrass myself in front of all of you, in front of all of YouTube land. There is a song that I learned. No, actually, in 2009, we had a group activity when I was in high school. We had a group activity to complete, to find a way to remember, to re- to memorize the bill. All right, and the items on the bill. And I am going to share that song with you. All right, and I still remember the names of my group members. Um, they know themselves, I guess. So this is a song that I made up. All right, I need a little rhythm. Energy first, energy next, customer charge, F/E, fuel and IPP. Don't forget GCT. Energy first, energy next, customer charge, F/E, fuel and IPP. Don't forget GCT. One more time. Energy first, energy next, customer charge, F/E, fuel and IPP. Again, don't forget GCT. All right, so that's the song. That's the song that I use to remember. Don't forget GCT part. I had to add it for this lesson. All right. So my group members were Jody, Radin, all these people. I hope you remember if you get a chance to watch this video. All right. So this is what I use to remember all the parts of the JPS bill and what we're going to use to calculate. So let us move into looking in detail what each of these terms mean and how we calculate it. All right. Energy first, energy next, customer charge, F/E, fuel and IPP. Don't forget GCT. Energy first. What does that mean? It just means the first 100 kilowatt hours that you use. It's already there highlighted. Energy first is the first 100 kilowatt hours that you use. JPS gives us 100 kilowatt hours to use at a very reduced cost. If you go over it, you have to pay extra. It's similar to you putting on a data plan. You put on a data plan, you use up what the digital line gives to you. If it is that it goes over, if you exceed your limit, then you're going to and you don't top up with another data plan, and your data is on your cell phone, then you find that you're going to be paying more to surf the net or do whatever other internet browsing that you do. That is going to be much, much more, right? So Flow, Digicel, they give you a certain amount of data to use. If it is that you go over it, you're going to spend more money. That is how JPS works. They give you 100 kilowatt hours to use at a reduced rate. If you go over the 100 kilowatt hours, you're going to be billed more. So this is what it goes. We multiply the rate, I'm sorry about that. The rate times the 100 kilowatt hours. Now you must be wondering what do I mean by rate? Rate is just the fixed price charged for something. Now on this bill, the fixed price is 9.66 or $9.66. That's how much JPS charges you for every kilowatt up to 100. So they charge you $9.66 for up to 100 kilowatt hours. So in order for us to calculate energy first, we just multiply the rate times the 100 kilowatt hours, and the rate is 9.66 as I said before. So when you multiply that, you get this value here, $966. All right, that's energy first. Let me see if I can move a bit faster. Energy next. So you see, after you take out your first 100 kilowatt hours, you need to find out what's left. Remember, we're looking at the amount of energy we used. We used 163. So the first 100, after we take out our first 100, what is the left? 63 kilowatts. So we take out our first 100 kilowatts and we're left with only 63 kilowatts. So that is what we're going to use, the 63 kilowatts. We're going to use that to calculate our energy next. So we multiply the energy next, the rate, by the kilowatt hours over 100. So 63, we got 63 kilowatts over the 100. So we're going to multiply our 63 by the rate. Remember, the rate is a fixed price charge for something. So the rate in this question is $22.49. Sorry, 49 cents. It's right there. It says $22.49 for after 100 kilowatts. Next, customer charge. This too is just a fixed price charged by JPS, and the customer charge here is $445. Right, the customer charge is $445.39. All right. Now the next is foreign exchange adjustment. So FX stands for foreign exchange. On the previous bills, they usually use the term F/E for foreign exchange. And that means that JPS calculates our bill in US dollars. But since we're paying for it in Jamaican dollars, they have to make the adjustment in US dollars. So they want to calculate the US equivalent. And the foreign exchange adjustment or the foreign exchange rate is just a percentage of the subtotal. So on this bill, it is 9.156%. So you're going to find 9.156% of our subtotal, everything that we've done so far. So of our energy first, energy next, and customer charge, we're going to add it up and we're going to get our subtotal. So here you have two columns, the unit cost and the total. So we have a subtotal of this amount, 2,828.26. And then we're going to find 9.156% of that amount to get the foreign exchange adjustment. All right. So therefore, the foreign exchange adjustment is $258.96. I was really hoping that this video is not too long, but it seems as if it's going to be lengthy. So forgive me. All right. If it is that you don't know how to work with percentages, students, please watch the video. I'm going to link a playlist above that gives you all the details on percentages. All right. So please, please, please watch that video. All right. So that's the foreign exchange adjustment. I already explained that the subtotal is made up of energy first, energy next, and customer charge. All right. Fuel and IPP. No, the fuel charge. Fuel and IPP is the fuel charge. So because fuel makes energy, is really fuel, crude oil they call it. That's what we use to make energy. That's what we use to make electricity so that electricity can come to your homes. Right? So this is the fuel charge. And to calculate the fuel charge is the rate times the total kilowatt. We know what rate means. All you do, you look on the bill. The bill says $27.808 per kilowatt hours. Remember, per means for every kilowatt hours. Now, the $27.808 will be paid for every kilowatt hours you use. So if you use 20 kilowatt hours, you multiply the monetary value by the 20. If you use 50 kilowatt hours, you do the same thing. If you use 1 million kilowatt hours, you multiply that value by the $27.808. How much energy did we use up again in this month? 163 kilowatt hours. That's what we used up. So we're going to multiply the $27.808 by the 163. And that's how we're going to get our total fuel and IPP charge. The bill gives you an indicator of what to do. So you're going to look on the bill and read what the charges say and how the charges are calculated. And that will help you to understand how to calculate the bill. All right. So I did say that the rate is 27,808. Okay, good. The charge. Notice the charge is so much, 4,532.70. The fuel and IPP accounts for the highest charge on the bill, the fuel cost. I'm just pointing that out. Now we're calculating the GCT. And the GCT is the final thing that we're going to calculate on our bill. The GCT is 15% of the total electricity charges. It means that the total electricity charges are what we calculated before, the 5 things that we calculated. All right, so it is our energy first, energy next, customer charge, F/E, fuel and IPP. Yes, all those things that we calculated before, we're going to add them up. And the final thing that we're going to do is calculate GCT. GCT is 15% on electricity charges. So to calculate GCT, we have a taxable portion and a non-taxable portion. That means that part of the money, part of the bill will be taxed and another part will not be taxed. All right? Taxable meaning it will be taxed. All right. So what does this mean? You don't have to worry about it. JPS already calculated the value for us. So I won't bore you with all the details of how they calculate that value. But the taxable portion of the bill is this amount, which is $680.64. And the non-taxable portion of the bill is $6,939.28. $6,939.28. So this amount will not be taxed. So the only amount that will be taxing, the only amount that will be finding 15% off is the $608.64. Now, for my students who are watching this video, don't worry. In any JPS bill calculation question, I will just give you what the GCT is. But for the purpose of this video, I am just going through letting you understand what it is all about and how it is calculated, all right? So the GCT is 15% of electricity charges, and we're looking on the taxable portion, which is the $680.64. That's the amount that we're going to be taxing, all right? So after you find the 15% of 680, you get $102.10. Remember, watch the videos that are linked above that discusses how to calculate percentages. And general consumption tax miscellaneous, they added their own taxes, and then of course this bill was paid late, so they added any additional charge, which is the late fee. All right, but don't worry about these additional charges, the main ones that you're going to be looking at are energy first, energy next, customer charge, F/E, fuel and IPP. Don't forget GCT. These are all that we're going to consider for this lesson to calculate your JPS bill. And so we find that the bill amounted to $8,009.52. Now, students, we've come to the end of another video. It's longer than what I wanted it to be, but I hope that you've watched the video to the end. Remember to like, comment below, and subscribe to this channel. Let me know if these videos are helping and ways in which I can improve for further videos. Thanks again for watching and take care.